Michael Saylor had a Twitter exchange with Elon Musk this past December where he urged Musk to make really this exact move. MicroStrategy owns about 71,000 Bitcoins, now worth about $3 billion. Joining us now to discuss is MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor. Michael, great to have you back on, and let's just get right to that news of the day. Did you actually talk with Elon Musk offline and share your playbook from, as you put it, one rocket scientist to another?
You know, there are business rules regarding how public company officers are allowed to communicate to the public. And, so I'm constrained in what I can say, but
that's not
you know what we said on Twitter, and you know what I've been saying all along, which is it's a great idea.
All right, that's not it's not a yes either. So between this move, or I guess because of this move with Tesla today, I'd imagine you're feeling pretty vindicated in your strategy, and really what I think the vote of confidence is Musk buying into Bitcoin kind of implies here. I wonder, though, how you would respond to critics who would say that given the volatility of Bitcoin, we just touched on that, the risks associated with it as an asset class, that you are not only putting the company at risk, but shareholders' investments at risk. How would you respond?
Well, first of all, they were very measured in this. They have plenty of excess liquidity in US dollars, and so I don't think there's any criticism of what they've done. Companies that are converting their dollars into Bitcoin are taking a non-performing asset and they're turning it into the best performing asset. Bitcoin's been appreciating at something like 230% year after year after year for a decade. So this is part of the digital transformation of taking an analog monetary asset and converting it into a digital asset. And ultimately, over the long term, that's going to be good for the business.
Yeah, I mean, I get that Bitcoin has appreciated pretty dramatically, especially in the last couple of months, but it has been extremely volatile as well. So how do you yourself think about that, and how do you discuss that with other companies that are potentially looking to get involved and convert their cash to Bitcoin?
Well, if you take the long view, over the decade, you're going to have either a stable loss of 75% of your shareholder value if you hold the money in cash, or you're going to have a volatile appreciation that may very well be doubling every 6 months. And so I'd rather have a volatile appreciation of 200% a year than a stable depreciation at the rate of 15 to 20% a year.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching. To get your reaction first of all on this headline of the day. Two factors for it. One, does it continue to build momentum in Bitcoin and Tesla, I guess, or does it potentially mark the top? And should a company be doing this if it is indeed speculation and as an investment as opposed to preparing for transactional purposes?
Thank you, Robert. The first question is easier. Yes, it will continue to build momentum. What did Tesla tell you? Two things. One is that this will be a form of payment, and two is that this is an investment vehicle. So those are two powerful endorsements for the notion, I want to stress the notion, that Bitcoins are a currency, are money. Because after all, money is a store of value, money is a form of payment. So yes, that will build further momentum. As to the reaction, it's going to be all over the place. Some will see it as visionary. Others will say, wait a minute, if I want to invest in Bitcoins, I'll do it directly. I don't need Tesla to do it for me. And by the way, shouldn't Tesla be cash management? Bitcoins are way too volatile for cash management. So you're going to see a whole range of reactions. But for Bitcoin holders, today is good news for them.
I guess, Mohammed, one common thread behind all is debasement of traditional currencies. Does just the further endorsement of their alternative increase momentum behind the downside argument for things like the dollar?
Maybe at the margin, but I don't think it's a consequential effect. But what is consequential is that the argument for Bitcoin is evolving. It used to be a negative argument. You don't trust the system, invest in Bitcoins. You're afraid about inflation, about debasement, invest in Bitcoin. Yields are too low on treasuries. Put Bitcoin in your risk mitigation bucket. Now, suddenly, we have those reasons. Tesla says there are positive reasons. Form of payment, investment vehicles. So that is the pivot, Wilfred, and that's why you're seeing Bitcoin price is at 44,000.
What's your take, Mohammed, on the very quick bounce we had to new highs after that sort of 4% to trough pullback, and whether it puts us back into overstretch, overbought type levels?
You know, I've said repeatedly for the last many months, the path of least resistance for this money is up. Don't get in the way of massive liquidity. The only thing that will stop it is either a market accident, and we came close to one, or alternatively, the Fed losing control of yields on longer dated bonds. So keep these two things there. This is a rational bubble. It is a bubble. Prices are completely disconnected from fundamentals. But it is rational because there's so much liquidity being pumped in.
Just finally, in terms of valuations and opportunities, do you see the US as less attractive than certain international markets?
I do not. I think fading the US too early is a big mistake. Europe is going to have a lot more problems in terms of vaccinations and in terms of the economy. And the emerging world is still quite precarious in economic and payments terms. So you have to be very selective, but if you are buying an index, I certainly wouldn't fade the US in favor of the other jurisdictions right now.
Shepard Smith here.
Hi friends, so Michael Saylor said thanks to Elon Musk and Tesla to adding Bitcoin to their balance sheet. Actually, last couple of weeks back, Michael Saylor advised when Elon Musk asked to Michael, like, hey, can we store, like, can we do a 1.5 billion of transaction even on the Bitcoin blockchain? Then Michael Saylor advised, like, yeah, this is possible. And then I think they met over the coffee or last time, like few days back, they had a big session. Michael Saylor had a big session on YouTube, and we had like more than 700 CEO attended that session. And that you can see here on my video I posted in the Bitcoin MicroStrategy Bitcoin session, you know, on February 3. So that was, I think, one of the big reasons how they are able to convince Elon Musk to buy and to invest into the Bitcoin, and that's driven the market, and it's totally a huge run up for the Bitcoin. And you know, the biggest news is like they're ready to accept as a payment gateway also in the form of Bitcoin. So that's a really huge rush is going to be, you know, for this whole cryptocurrency domain. So maybe you guys can check like what's next is coming, and instead of waiting, you can invest like some kind of money, like maybe 1% or 0.5%, but just get advice from your financial advisor always. But this is what I have today, and this is a huge news. And why Tesla, Elon Musk invested in Bitcoin? Maybe you have to go back to a Twitter account of Michael Saylor and Elon Musk, and you can get the answer. Recently they had a discussion, and then Elon Musk like put one Bitcoin logo also in front of his Twitter account. So this is really huge things are coming, and yeah, let's see how it goes. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye.